Today we are building the moon that wakes up by Mr. Friend, and it's entirely made out of Lego. Also, we have awesome scary Lego videos scattered all around this channel, so there are plenty to binge. Anyways guys, enough chit chat, let's get straight into it.
Alrighty guys, piece number 1 is complete, and here we have the beginning of the moon. Now I know it looks really weird and it's not supposed to look like a square, but as I said, it's a work in progress, and basically we're going to be adding a lot of plates on the side. That's why you see a ton of these studs right here. But we're basically going to be replicating this side and adding it around the entire cube we have here. And then for our last piece, we're going to be adding a part to fill in this gap as well. So yes, that does it for piece number 1, and now let's move on to the next one. Alrighty guys, piece number 2 is complete, and here we are now getting that sphere look, adding 3 pieces on the side, and we use a ton of light gray plates to add for these parts. But yes, that does it for piece number 2, and now let's move on to part number 3, adding the face. Alrighty guys, we made the creepy face, and now let's add it onto the moon. Alrighty guys, it is almost complete, and for this part we used a ton of little detailed pieces, including some teeth you can see right here, also some curved tile pieces as well, and these cool stud pieces with the holes in them just to add some extra detail to this model. And last but not least, for the mouth, we added some black tiles to give this like voidless look. So yes, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and now let's move on to the last and final piece. Alrighty guys, we have to take a little pause here because you might be wondering, how are we going to make this look good when there's no studs on the top to connect other parts? So we're going to build this little thing that's going to be going in there so that we can add studs to connect another big part on top. So let's build that real quick, and then I'll show you the technique of how I did it. Alrighty guys, here it is, the technique. I'm going to try to explain this as best as possible, but here we have 2 ends of the studs using plates, so it perfectly aligns with this. This is basically just to level up with putting it in there. But yes, if you just want to copy this technique, this is pretty easy to just look at to replicate. But now we're adding this piece onto this one. So now let's add the double end stud piece onto that 4x4 plate you see right there. Alrighty guys, now you can see it is completely leveled with this. So now we can add the last and final piece to complete the moon. Alrighty guys, piece number 4 is complete, and here we have the top piece of the moon that wakes up. So yes, not much else to say, but let's add this top piece onto the moon. Alrighty guys, it is complete. Here we have the moon that wakes up by Mr. Friend that is entirely made out of Lego. And real quick, I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and be sure to go check out some of my other videos that are scattered all around this channel because there are plenty to binge. But anyways guys, enough chit chat. Now it's time to take a quick little look of this masterpiece.